Today's class is all about Halloween. We have Whitney Smith of Salt and Confetti, and she's coming back on again this year to share with us two new fun ideas. She's got this really beautiful, elegant, and yet kind of spooky moss Halloween wreath, and then also these sugar cookies that are holding these little candy corns that are so cute. Tune in for this class.
October is my favorite time of year. It's all the fun of holidays without the pressure of gift giving, checking off lists, and family gatherings. So I'm excited to be here today to share with you a couple of my favorite tricks and treats that I've discovered this year. The first being this moss wreath. Don't mind the chair on the counter. I didn't know how else to present this to you on here, but this moss wreath I think is really beautiful. I love how it's spooky but still kind of classic, and it's really simple to put together. And then these little sugar cookie ghosts hugging candy corns are just my favorite things ever. So I do want to share with you how to make this too. So let's get going. Okay, so let's get started with the cookies so we can get them in the oven while I show you how to do the wreath. So you just prepare your favorite sugar cookie dough recipe, and I have a really simple one on salt and confetti, but you just make your favorite sugar cookie dough, and then what you're gonna do is you're gonna take a ghost cookie cutter. And this one actually already has the little arms on it, but I've also been known to use a paring knife to cut the little arms to place them on. I did that for my little Easter bunnies this last year. So either way, if you only have a ghost cookie cutter that is armless, you can always cut little arms and put them on the cookies. So here's the little ghost, and you're just gonna put them on your cookie sheet. Okay, and then what you're gonna do, this is the little trick. I hope you guys can see this. Is you're gonna take little foil balls, okay? And this is going to be a placeholder for the candy corns when they come out of the oven. And I just put them in the center of the ghost, and I fold his little arms on top of it. And if it's okay if the dough kind of breaks a little bit, you just kind of push it back together. And then you do another little foil ball and put his arms around it. So as you can see, they're hugging the little foil balls. And that is what's gonna go in the oven. And then when they come out, we'll remove the foil balls and put in the candy corn. Because I just don't think candy corn should go in an oven. I don't know. I've done this at Easter time with little bunnies, and I put those what are they called? The almonds, the colored almonds. Holding them is really cute, or the little Cadbury eggs. Okay, and then the last thing I do is I take a little pick and I make a little face for the ghost. And then that will stay in there while it bakes. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these in the oven, and then we'll get started on the wreath. So for this spooky moss wreath, it really could not be simpler. So you start with a styrofoam wreath form, and you just take bunches of moss, and you can get them at your craft store, and you just start to hot glue it around the form. And that wreath form was white, and so it actually took a lot more to try to cover up the white. I found this one that's green, which is perfect because I feel like it won't be so much pressure to cover up all the spots, if that makes sense. So you just take hot glue and you just start putting on the moss. You could also take, to help secure it more, I think this will work out. This works out great, but if you are worried about the moss just being more secure to the wreath, you can also take the floral wire and wrap it around, and since it's green as well, you can wrap it around and secure that, and then kind of cover it if you need to in spots with more moss. But it really is, it comes together within a couple minutes, and you just make sure that it's all covered in the moss. And my favorite part about this wreath is how the bottom is kind of drooping and sagging off. I just feel like it kind of gives it that spooky feel. So when you're all done covering your wreath, right? I mean, look, I already got all that within just 30 seconds. When you're all done covering your wreath, then you take an extra clump or two and you just kind of hot glue it in here and then kind of drag it and pull it down. And it just kind of makes this spooky little drop. And then you just get a little skeleton hand I found mine on Amazon. It actually came with a pack of 2. And you just hot glue it and then tie a bow and glue it on top. And there's your little spooky but classic wreath for the year. Okay, I feel like we deserve a little snack break from all of our hard work of crafting and baking. So I wanted to show you a special extra little treat that I have been making for years for my kids for their, well, when they used to go to school. Lunch boxes on Halloween, but we've just been eating it around here just for fun all month. So you take a little Reese's peanut butter cup and a stick pretzel and you stick it in the middle, and they just make the cutest little witch's brooms. And I've had them at like girls' nights for like Halloween craft night. I've had them like all set up, and I just think they look so cute, and they really do look like, I love when the sticks actually kind of like are not super straight up and down. I just think they make them look even more like cute little brooms. So I think you definitely deserve one of these after all your hard work. And the cookies are almost out of the oven. So our cute little sugar cookie ghost cookies are done and out of the oven. They're still super, super warm, but that's the perfect time to take out the foil ball and sneak in the little candy corn. So I'm gonna try to do this. Let's see. So you just take out the little, see how they're still warm, so you can kind of move their hands, and you take out the foil ball and you put in a little candy corn. And then as it cools, the candy corn will be stuck right in there with that little guy. And sometimes they're a little bit more tricky to get out, but they still work. And then you just put the little candy corn right up in there, so he's hugging it. Isn't that so cute? And then to finish decorating them, I have a cooled one so that I don't give myself a 3rd-degree burn on this little video. So I have this cooled guy who's all ready to go, and where I had the little indents, I put some black icing just to kind of like define his face a little bit. And then I also think it's cute. And for my Easter ones with the bunnies, I honestly left them plain. And you can totally do that. I think that's cute too. But I thought it was kind of cute to outline them in white. So you can totally do that. And so you just take some frosting and you just outline your ghost. And I've tried it in outlining it in black, white. I mean, you could really do whatever you want, but I did think that the white just looked like a classic little guy. So you just outline him, and then there he is, hugging his little candy corn, ready for Halloween. So I hope you guys enjoyed my little tricks and treats this year. Have a super happy Halloween. Bye.
I could watch Whitney's classes all day, every day. If we could have her on every single month, we would. We love all of the great content she shares. We have her class from last year, which was another Halloween themed class, and we will link that in our stories. You can also check it out over on our YouTube page. Don't forget to subscribe over there. Subscribe to our email so you can get all these classes straight to your inbox. Have a great day, you guys. Happy Halloween.